Mrs. Rachel Lynde, the busiest gossip in Avonlea, watches with suspicion as her shy neighbour Matthew Cuthbert drives away in his best clothes.
Now where is Matthew Cuthbert going, and why is he going there?
Matthew arrives at the Bright River station to collect an orphan boy, only to find a talkative, red-haired girl waiting for him instead.
I suppose you are Mr. Matthew Cuthbert of Green Gables?
Upon arriving at Green Gables, Marilla is horrified to find a girl has been sent. Anne, realizing she isn't wanted, is plunged into despair.
You don't want me because I'm not a boy.
Anne wakes to the beauty of Green Gables, but the threat of being sent back to the asylum looms as Marilla prepares to investigate the mistake.
Isn't it a splendid thing that there are mornings?
During the drive to see Mrs. Spencer, Anne recounts her difficult childhood of labour and neglect, stirring Marilla's pity.
I was born in Bolingbroke, Nova Scotia. My father was a teacher.
Faced with the prospect of handing Anne over to the cruel Mrs. Blewett, Marilla decides to keep the girl at Green Gables.
I think I'd better take her home again and talk it over.
Marilla discovers Anne has never been taught to pray and begins her religious education, though Anne's first attempt is highly unconventional.
Please let me stay at Green Gables, and please let me be good-looking.
Marilla officially tells Anne she can stay. Anne begins her chores and dreams of meeting a bosom friend in Diana Barry.
Matthew and I have decided to keep you.
Mrs. Rachel Lynde visits to inspect Anne and insults her looks. Anne flies into a passionate temper, shocking both women.
I hate you. You are a rude, impolite, unfeeling woman.
After a day of refusal, Matthew gently persuades Anne to apologize. She turns the apology into a dramatic performance that wins over Mrs. Rachel.
Oh, Mrs. Lynde, I am so extremely sorry.
Anne goes to Sunday school in a plain dress she dislikes, decorating her hat with wildflowers to the horror of the congregation.
I'll imagine that I like them.
Anne finally meets Diana Barry. The two girls become instant bosom friends, swearing a solemn oath of loyalty.
Will you swear to be my friend forever and ever?
Anne is ecstatic about the upcoming Sunday school picnic. She admires Marilla's treasured amethyst brooch, unaware of the trouble it will cause.
Oh, Marilla, it's a perfectly elegant brooch.
When Marilla's brooch goes missing, she blames Anne. Anne makes a false confession to be allowed to go to the picnic, only for the brooch to be found later.
I took the amethyst brooch. I took it just as you said.
Anne begins school and meets Gilbert Blythe. When he calls her carrots, she smashes her slate over his head in a fury.
You mean hateful boy! How dare you!
After being humiliated by the teacher, Mr. Phillips, Anne refuses to return to school, a decision Marilla reluctantly accepts for a time.
I am not coming back to school anymore.
Anne invites Diana to tea and accidentally serves her Marilla's homemade currant wine, thinking it is raspberry cordial.
That's awfully nice raspberry cordial, Anne.
Diana returns home intoxicated. A furious Mrs. Barry forbids Diana from ever playing with Anne again, leaving Anne heartbroken.
Oh, Mrs. Barry, please forgive me.
Anne returns to school just to be near Diana. The two friends share a dramatic, tearful farewell in the woods.
Fare thee well, my beloved friend.
When Diana's little sister falls ill with croup, Anne's experience with children saves her life. Mrs. Barry gratefully forgives Anne.
Minnie May has croup all right. She's pretty bad.
Anne and Diana attend a concert and stay overnight. They race to jump into the spare room bed, only to land on a sleeping Aunt Josephine.
Oh, who was it? What was it?
Anne bravely apologizes to Aunt Josephine. Her charm and imagination win over the old lady, who becomes a lifelong friend.
I've come to confess, if you please.
Anne and Diana imagine the local woods are haunted. Marilla forces Anne to walk through them at night to cure her of her overactive imagination.
I'll be contented with commonplace places after this.
Anne tries to bake a cake for the new minister's wife, Mrs. Allen, but accidentally uses anodyne liniment instead of vanilla.
Anne Shirley, what on earth did you put into that cake?
Anne is invited to tea with Mrs. Allen. She finds a new kindred spirit and role model in the kind minister's wife.
I really think I'd like to be a minister's wife.
Dared by Josie Pye to walk a ridgepole, Anne falls and breaks her ankle, resulting in a long recovery at Green Gables.
I shall walk that ridgepole, Diana, or perish in the attempt.
The new teacher, Miss Stacy, inspires the students. They begin preparing for a grand Christmas concert to raise money for a school flag.
I love Miss Stacy with my whole heart.
Noticing Anne's plain clothes, Matthew secretly arranges for Mrs. Lind to make her a fashionable dress with puffed sleeves for Christmas.
That's a Christmas present for you, Anne.
Anne and her friends form a story club to write dramatic and romantic tales, much to Marilla's skepticism.
It's extremely interesting. Each girl has to read her story.
In an attempt to turn her red hair black, Anne buys dye from a peddler, only for it to turn her hair a ghastly green.
Your hair must be cut off. There is no other way.
While acting out a poem, Anne's boat begins to sink. She is rescued by Gilbert Blythe, but she refuses his offer of friendship.
I shall never be friends with you, Gilbert Blythe.
Anne and Diana visit Charlottetown for the exhibition. Anne enjoys the city's wonders, but realizes she prefers the peace of Green Gables.
Isn't it just like a palace?
Anne joins a special class to study for the Queen's Academy entrance exam, intensifying her academic rivalry with Gilbert.
I shall win that scholarship, if hard work can do it.
Anne grows into a tall, thoughtful 15-year-old. She spends a final happy summer in Avonlea before the big examinations.
I'd rather have you than a dozen boys, Anne.
After weeks of nervous waiting, the results are posted. Anne and Gilbert have tied for first place in the entire province.
Anne, you've passed the very first.
Anne recites at a prestigious hotel concert. Despite initial stage fright, she performs brilliantly and feels like a success.
I knew that I must live up to those sleeves.
Anne leaves Green Gables to attend Queen's Academy in town. Matthew and Marilla are left with a quiet, lonely house.
Well now, I guess she ain't been much spoiled.
Anne works hard at her studies, aiming for the Avery Scholarship. Her rivalry with Gilbert continues, but with a new mutual respect.
Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing.
Anne wins the Avery Scholarship, ensuring her future at college. She returns to Green Gables for a triumphant summer.
Oh, won't Matthew and Marilla be pleased?
Matthew dies suddenly of a heart attack after learning of the bank's failure. Anne and Marilla are left to mourn their beloved Matthew.
Matthew, what is the matter? Matthew, are you sick?
Anne gives up her scholarship to stay and care for Marilla. Gilbert gives up his teaching post for her, and they finally become friends.
Gilbert, I want to thank you for giving up the school for me.
We are going to be the best of friends.